What's going on, guys? So here we got the springs I went with. Teen S-Tech. Not sure on the lowering spec of it. Okay, so it looks like you got the rear springs here. Go ahead and take these out of the packaging. Check these guys out. Out the bat, they look pretty good. So the reason I went with these guys was just because of the height. I wanted to try something low without going on coilovers to see if I liked it. So these are may end up going to coilovers. Definitely not air. Possibly coilovers. We'll check out the front. It's the rear. More or less the same. Look good. I mean, you can't complain for 200 bucks. Give me a good idea of where I'm at, fitment and all that. Once the wheels roll in end of this week actually. So here's our second package of the day. Believe these are brake pad wear sensors. I'm getting a light on those. We're gonna do a stud conversion, and there might be something else in here. I don't really remember. We got a lot of stuff coming from everybody. Also got new sway bar and links. Let's check out these things. These look pretty good. These look good. Let's just open this box up. Pretty short. Might be too short. We'll check them out. If they're too short, oh well. Figure something out. What else we got in here? Oh yeah. We got rear shock supports and I guess plates too. This might not be with this package actually. I got support plates that come with the shocks. This might be in here. Like support plates. People do it on the front. Some people say you don't need it on the front if you got a strut bar. I got a strut bar. Might be okay. We'll check. Oh, there's a spindle housing tool. Ordered that. Could have done something else, but you know, why not have the tool if it's only a couple bucks? Then here's the studs for my stud conversion. Check these out. So stud conversion, you know, you guys know cars, you know what these are. BMW's got the bolt into the actual hub of the wheel. So we'll go ahead and do the stud conversion on these. It's ECS pre-packaged. Part number PRA82CH5. Might be 987475. You guys check these out in ECS Tuning. 100 something bucks maybe. Best deal I found. Came with lugs as well. Went black. That's what came with the kit. You know, I might do something fancy later on. But for the time being, we're going to stick with those. We got our brake pad wear sensors. What else we got in here? Alright, now here's those reinforcement plates I was talking about in the rear. So these will go on the top of the strut tower in the rear. Which is actually, since I'm a convertible, they're actually underneath where the top mechanism comes up. You got to slide these in this little hole. Hopefully don't lose them. And the shit came with nuts for that. Somewhere. There's a gaskets for the rear shock tower. Let's see if the gaskets are in here. Or the nuts. I'm sure they're in here somewhere. But yeah, that wraps up for this box. Now we'll go ahead and get to the car. Alright guys, so we're in the garage with the car. This will be the first time you guys ever seen it on video. I got it jacked up already. Got the wheels removed. And the reason why the hood's gone, if you see my Instagram post, I shot the fan clutch through the hood of the car. Locked up, not sure, something like that. Already got that replaced, did it off camera. Went ahead and went with the electric fan swap. So we got a new radiator, or one had a hole in it. So we went to electric fan, put new hoses on it, everything new. Coolant reservoir's new, water pump's new. The whole cooling system was pretty much refreshed, you know, OEM spec, -3. So we got everything laying out over here. Got our blue thread locker. Got our bolts, torque wrench, and So we need to install these. I'm going to go ahead and actually clean off the brake caliper. You know, it's because I'm a detail guy. I like my stuff clean. Might as well clean it up while I got the wheels off. So I'm just going to use some degreaser. Spray these guys off. Nothing crazy. I'm not here to make these things look brand new. Just make them look a little bit better. Everything worked in. Let it sit for a second after I'm done. Maybe spray a little bit more, just because I'm generous. So let that sit for a second. I'll come in with the other brush. Use one of these. I never use metal, especially these painted brakes. But if you got like brakes that aren't painted, you can use a, I think it's like an aluminum brush. I think that's what they're made out of. I got some over there. Don't need them from these. These are painted. Plus these aren't that dirty. Let's go ahead and, you know, get all the cracks you can. Just make them look pretty. I think these are good condition. I thought about having them powder coated, but I like the OEM look. I think the blue looks good, especially the, you know, the condition these are in. These are pretty good. You know, for a 17-year-old car, you can't really complain. There you go. Those guys are cleaned off. I'll go with a towel. Use these actual paper towels, so I don't use them in my detail rags. It's a little bit more expensive to replace. Alright, so now we got that done. Gonna take our studs. I'm gonna spray them all down with brake clean. I already cleaned all this. I already sprayed this out with brake clean, air dried it with the air hose over here. So that's done. You're gonna need to do that. So now, even though the studs are new, they still say spray them off a little bit of brake clean. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So now I got those guys sprayed off brake clean. So it's wet. We're gonna get another paper towel. Let that dry as good as we can. I'm going to do that with the rest of them as well. We've got all this cleaned off. Go ahead and take blue thread locker. Just because people say these are wear items and you should replace them every once in a while. I think a couple years or so. So I'd rather not put red. I had to take a torch to my freaking car. No, that's just not very ideal in my opinion. Then we get the cap off of it. Some of that thread locker. Spread all the way around this. People said to put a generous amount. I mean, it's going to be pretty serious force on these guys. Rub that in. We'll get that into the threads. Focus here, camera. There we go. And screw that first one in by hand. Get to where it needs to be. And so I was looking at some research. Everyone was saying between 25, 30 foot-pounds. And I seen someone that torqued it to 75 and he's getting ate up in the comments. So we're going to meet it right in the middle. We're going to go ahead and torque it down to 27 foot-pounds. And be happy with that. Have to hold this. There we go. 27. Now we do it 4 more times on this, and then we got 3 other wheels, so 15 more after that. It's gonna be fun. I'll let you guys with a time lapse. Look at that. Gotta love it. So we're gonna grab another one of these guys. What is that? What brand is that? Craftsman. Are you kidding me? Craftsman. Don't use those, guys. 27 foot-pounds and she broke. So much for a time lapse. So much to improvise. Use this. Might retorque them. They're definitely tight though. So let's see what we can do. Cue that time lapse. Alright, there's that. I'm going to move on the other side. I'll go ahead and do it off camera. I mean, there's not much to see here. We'll go ahead and knock out the front brake pad wear sensor. Got both of these, not sure which is which, they're not labeled. I don't know the part number off the top of my head, but compare cables when we get there. What we're going to do, there's a box back in here. I'll pop that out. Open that up. There's a couple connectors. It's got a cable connects to, it's got a clip. Looks like the clip's not even on there. That might be the whole issue here. Supposed to change it out whenever you do new brakes, and these got new brakes and these totally weren't replaced by the previous owner. I'm gonna yank this all the way out of here. Really interesting. But yeah, you can see the green cable. I've seen this part in ECS2, I'm not sure what brand this is, but I've seen it on there. But it's painted blue, and the brake pads are brand new. I don't know. Definitely not replaced. Said they were. Nah, I'm gonna disagree, bub.
Blue.
Alright, so looks like we're done with that. My brother decided to join me out here. Say what's up, Chase.
Yeah, sure. What's going on?
And so that's our front. Looks good. Hopefully the check engine light turns off. Actually, there's a brake pad wear sensor light. It's the yellow one, so it should be alright. And these brakes are pretty damn healthy. So it definitely wasn't bad brakes. Bad sensor. And I'm going to do the next one off camera. Just because it's in a dark spot in the garage. It's not going to look too good. Alright, thank you. I wasn't going to record this in the brake pad sensor, brake pad wear sensor. So it starts here, comes up over all this, follows the trailing arm. And it actually, I haven't seen any videos on YouTube. I've seen like one picture of where it was back in here, but they didn't show how to do it. And adjust the camera. See if we can get some light on it. It actually goes all the way back. See. All the way back up in there. There's the cable right there. And it's in that box, and it's a pain in the ass to get to. I had to drop a little piece on the under tray over here. Held in with these plastic clips, honestly. I'm surprised they're on the other side of this car, but they work. So I'm going to get the new one in, old one's out. Didn't expect to record this part because I thought it'd be a breeze, but I couldn't find a video on it, so I had to figure it out myself. Alright, let's see if this worked. You might have to start it, but I'm not trying to start it on here. But should have that light go out. There we go. Light is now off. I don't know why it took two, but it did for some reason. There we go. Fix work. Everything looks good on the M3. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the next one. Show a hood, some wheels and tires coming in. And we're gonna get this thing moving.